I'm Ryxi, and I would like to share with you my story. One day, as I was passing through these gorgeous pine trees on my walk in the park, I do that every morning, before I start my day. As I passed through these pine trees, I heard these words. It was like she was asking, "You work for me now?" And I thought, wow, I wonder, who what was that? And I got the goosebumps, the God bumps, I like to call them. So then I asked, well, who's talking? And I heard the words, Heavenly Mother. Wow, Heavenly Mother, like the Heavenly Mother. So I thought about it for a while, for maybe even a week. And one day I actually said to my friend, gosh, wouldn't it be cool to be able to write a book about Heavenly Mother? I asked her, I said, can I write a book about you? And she said, yeah, it's your destiny. And so here we go. Talks with my Heavenly Mother. She even named it. Thanks for joining me on my adventure. So when I first met with her, I had a million questions. The first question was, where have you been? She said, it wasn't my time yet. My time starts now. And will you help me keep my time on track so the evil doesn't take it over? Father's time was all about laws and chemistry, physics, evolution. She said, Father gives laws and I make them sing. Father made the universe, I created life. I had creative fun. At that point, I thought of all the zebras and, giraffes. I thought that must have been a lot of fun making those. Then I asked, are you in the Bible? And she said, I was taken out. What about romance? And she said, yes, it is the essence. Father and I are still kissing and hugging. He drums, I sing. Yes, there's sex in heaven. She read my mind. Throughout the whole book, she's very, very open about her love life with Heavenly Father. And she likes to make me blush. We'll just say that. My favorite part about meeting her and getting to know her is her humor. It's like, for instance, sometimes I'll say, how are you today? And she'll say, godly. And then I'll say, what are you doing right now? And she says, celestial Pilates. And then sometimes I'll ask her questions and she'll say, none of your business. If I'm asking her too many questions that are kind of boring for her or too intense or she doesn't want to answer, she'll just pop in with, oh, my hair is purple today. Or I think I'll get a tattoo tomorrow. Maybe the Star of David or the Tree of Life. So sometimes she'll say, I have red shoes or pink fingernails or whatever. And so then I ask, do you have elves making shoes, or how do you make shoes? And she said, I ask the elements. So I'll say, what do you do for fun? And she says, watch life. So I think of her as like, I don't know, do they have this big television screen from where they are and they just like watch all these different planets with life on them? Are there aliens? What about leprechauns? Was Jesus married? Did he have kids? One day she was extra happy, in a really good mood, cracking jokes. And so I asked her, so why are you in such a good mood? And she said, I'm playing with my scrog. I'm like, what is a scrog? And she said, a hairy dragonfly with iridescent wings that are purple and blue iridescent hair. I want a scrog. Where do you live? Is she just like this consciousness around, like a lot of people say? And she said, on a crystal planet far away from here, in a different galaxy. Cool. So she'll just be talking along. We'll be having these conversations, and then she'll randomly throw in something like, I'm playing my Zythrax. I'm like, okay, what is a Zythrax? And she said it's a violin and a didgeridoo put together. She said, you'll play that one day. Okay. A lot of people ask me, how do you get the messages and how do you know they're real? And sometimes I ask myself, because I want to, am I just hearing voices? One, I have a shaman friend, Torg, who you'll meet in the book. We get together and make sure that our answers are the same. Another way is I test it. I have a friend who had a birthday and I wanted to give her something really unique and cool. So I asked, what should I give my friend? I saw the word lily. So I went to the store, found a lily. When I gave it to her, she said, oh my gosh, how did you know? This is the perfect present for me. This is my favorite flower and I wanted to get this and I couldn't afford it. This exact flower. Then also, I'll receive packages in the mail from Giza, from all over the planet, Stonehenge. And how could I get a physical package in the mail that she told me I was getting if this wasn't real? I also have friends or people who will just randomly come up to me and say, who is this woman with you? She has purple hair or rainbow toenails. So I know that I'm not just making this up. A lot of people want to know how I receive the messages. And what happens is I clear my mind. I'll ask the question, I'll clear my mind, and then words will come into my mind, like text messages. I like to call them, I like to say she's texting me. And then also I'll just get the feeling or the knowingness. I'll hear a voice. And I'll bet a lot of you have had that feeling too. I invite you to take this journey with me, and I hope that you'll create your own story and meet her yourself.